Okay, this is a thing. What with all the quarantining and the New York on pausing, I am worried about my butt. So here's another list for the end of days. It's a private list, a minor considerations list, just World War II sandbags to hush what's out there. And since all the rules have unconditionally dissolved, who's to judge that worrying about my butt is tone deaf? People are still all over their stupid shit, even when other people are sick. At least let's not lie about it, right? Now, you may say, if it's about her butt, that's definitely private. Why is she posting it on YouTube? Easy one. She spent too much time alone in her room and her judgment is compromised. Now, you may say, there are way bigger problems out there beyond A, her butt, and B, her lonesomeness. Definitely, yes. Dying people, yes. However, saving the butt for later, about lonesomeness, what with the universal collapse of everything, we've got a lot of lonesomeness going on. What happens when there's a global tsunami of lonesomeness? Nobody knows. Nobody knows anything. Still, so I went with thinking about my butt and made my private list because it details a lot of stuff I used to feel perfectly fine thinking about every single day. And under the circumstances, I'm kind of not minding the familiarity, the lack of existential threat, the meaninglessness of my butt. A case could be made that I'm in hot pursuit of meaningless, especially since every food shopping excursion is just way too meaningful. So what the heck? Let's get to the list. 1. Workout clothes. All that cute yoga stuff from the Lululemon sale, never even wore it, catastrophe upon catastrophe. And where is that stuff? Still in the bag? And where is the bag? Oh, right, in the city. But I'm not in the city, I'm in the country. Is it really safer here? What a saga. 2. Hair. Okay, should I even put hair on the list? I mean, what is the expectation for everyone? Forget that. What is my actual hair color? Am I about to find out? Decades into the highlighting process, I never missed more than 8 weeks between appointments. How much more pain can I endure? And I guess I'm growing my hair out, right? Would have loved a discussion with Rick, my hairdresser, about that. Would have appreciated developing a strategy, an aesthetic finesse, or even just an interim cut, but the universe said no. 3. My face. Well, we didn't know this was going to go on for months, did we? He said Easter. Why would I have bought backup face products, especially when my dermatologist said I had to come into his office if I wanted to buy something? No online purchasing, my body in his office? I don't think so. I mean, technically, what is going to happen to my face with no products? I won't be able to FaceTime, that's for sure. FaceTime is already unforgiving to anybody over 30. I am so much older than 30. I know people know it. I can live with that. I'm big enough for that. But they don't know I'm like 100. They figure I'm maybe 40. Or what do you want to bet they really figure I'm well over 50, but say 40 to be nice? I can't think about this anymore. 4. Zoom. It isn't any better than FaceTime. 5. Money. What the fuck? You know, I guess I don't really want to talk about money because there simply isn't enough of it when no one in my house has a job. No World War II sandbag for money. Moving on. 6. My butt. Finally, we have arrived. So, I don't have to worry about stress eating because in my case, it's stress not eating. And I know a lot of people would say, oh, good for you. I have a loaf of bread, 2 bags of Cheetos, and a jumbo box of Milk Duds every long day of this social distancing. But they say it as if those are bad things. How are those bad things? Isn't it always a compromise between the long game and the short game? Isn't that the key strategy? Isn't that the secret sauce? Lord, I wish people would be kinder to themselves. Where was I? Oh, yes, my butt. Now, here's the working theory I've been going with forever. And Oh, it's courtesy of Catherine Deneuve. Catherine says, over 40, a woman has to choose her face or her butt. Bigger butt, fuller face. Smaller butt, this. Now, I always had a baby face, so when things started to slide, choosing the butt was a slam dunk, right? But then this shit happened, and my butt got like no butt, and my face began to look like someone's old laundry that had been thrown down a hill and stomped on by the Russian army. And sure, I've tarted up special for you all today and gamed my Tom Ford lighting to the best of my homespun abilities. You can't see it, but on this sofa, there's a white sheet. Tom Ford says the light bounce might hide my chins, which I didn't used to have so many of until all the stress not eating made me shrivel up into something very unelastic and made my neck look like the scarecrow's in The Wizard of Oz. To remind you, the scarecrow's neck and all the rest of them made out of someone's old laundry. Okay, I'm going to be honest now. The time has come. I'm not worried about my butt, actually. My butt's okay through thick and thin. It's the working out for like 50 years. Highly recommend, totally pays off. I just said my butt. So you'd say, what do you mean? Your butt looks great. It always looks great. And I do thank you for that. So appreciate it very, very much. But I guess I thought, if you were thinking about my butt, you maybe wouldn't notice my neck. But now that so particularly I've drawn your attention to it, well, it is what it is, isn't it? You hang around long enough and the life wears on you, especially in days like these, even though we have never before seen days like these. I suppose the argument could be made that the wear and tear is something we earned. Whatever, I still liked my neck better when I was 30. I think that will always be true. Ouch. Sad. Frailty. Old lady stuff. Me. But as I said, it is what it is. And these days, these brutal days are what they are, unimaginable a few weeks ago, and yet each and every one, all true now. By the way, about true stuff, I like when Cuomo says true things, even when they're a punch in the head. I find I can adapt to what's true, incorporate it, pile it on my back, and still move forward. When I'm lied to, I don't know what to incorporate, and the confusion stops me in my tracks. Just saying. So maybe we should all give ourselves some credit, because so many are adapting to what's true. So many are doing the job, a job we didn't know we had or could do. Turns out we have the job and we can do the job. So if wear and tear on my neck, coming a foot closer to old lady stuff, is a consequence of adapting to the truth of these nerve-wracking days, well, then, what the fuck?